So, a lot of drama has unfolded. I'm sure you know already, but I've learned a big lesson from this. Which, by the way, if I ever move somewhere, never. I can never show you guys my place unless I buy a house. Even then. Like, but now I vaguely remember being so pissed that one time I was raging, I think at a gas station. I showed her mugshot one time. And maybe her apartment complex, I don't remember. Showing proof that I did dox her. Like, you know what? I don't give a shit. That was like 5 years ago, number one. Number two, you made so much money off of me talking the most disgusting, vile shit ever that I really don't have any fucking empathy for you. So go ahead and rage. Like, the landlord posted another apartment for rent in the same house. And, and I'm telling you this because I'm not staying there anymore, so it doesn't matter. He posted that. People were searching all over online. No, I haven't been doxxed. What's my address? What's my address, Ariel? He didn't kick me out. No, we just kind of like were arguing a bit and like trying to come up with like, you know, I was just like, I need to leave. You know. So, like, that's my gut instinct to just run away from things when I fight. It's just run away. I'm tired of holding in how I feel. I'm tired of being silenced. I need to leave here so I can speak my mind, okay? I need to get the hell out of here. Your impulsiveness affects not only you, but everyone around you. Okay, how, little all-star? What are you talking about? My impulsiveness with what? I'm very impulsive, so a lot of the time I announce things, and that has always been to my detriment. So, I don't know, hopefully I learn one day that not to be so impulsive, but again, you know, it's something I have to work on. It's something I have to learn to improve. I reveal myself. Are you kidding? I'm impulsive. I've seen people criticize me for this. I'm just disappointed, like, I wish I wasn't so impulsive. That's my major beef with myself right now. When times get tough, I am very impulsive and I just rush to do something drastic, and I have to learn to, like, seriously just sleep on it, you know? I have to keep working on not being so impulsive. It's hard. Like, how do you catch yourself? Like, impulsivity is hard when you're impulsive. Like, you literally do things, like, so fast. Like, I don't know. You know? Getting Smokey was impulsive? Well, I kind of felt pressured because the woman really wanted to get rid of him. I was excited when I was packing my shit. Wait, I was like, I'm so out of here. See ya. Bye. You know? I was like, I'm gonna get an apartment when I get there. I'm getting a cat. And I'm not entertaining any more drama. So you all are seriously, literally gonna be talking to yourselves on that front. Like, you can keep trying. Eventually, I'm gonna learn to just not acknowledge these people. And you're all gonna look dumb. Making up things and talking to yourself. Disgusting people. You're not gonna affect me. After this, I'm ignoring your asses. Goodbye. Keep raging about dumb shit you make up. People believe lies. None of it's true. Eventually, you're gonna look stupid as fuck your channel will be irrelevant. See ya. I can't wait for that day. I've said that a million times, so I guess I'm gonna make that the last time I say that. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with that drama. It's just not, it's never ending. It's just always something else. And the things are becoming more and more outrageous. Doxing a woman living alone. Yeah. I showed her mugshot one time. And maybe her apartment complex, I don't remember. The lengths people go to are insane. I agree with that. Yeah.
FYI, bestie, I didn't dox anybody, so don't you start that bullshit or I will post every last thing you put in those DMs to me and the voice messages that were sent to Adam, which a couple of them that Salah sent are pretty personal, so don't you pull that bullshit. I specifically said to you what I sent to you was the only thing I sent to you about anyone was T and Sass' daughter, and I said someone emailed this to me because I happen to have my email on Facebook, on my YouTube, and I said I'm sending it to you so you can see and understand she's probably projecting into us because we're overweight and her daughter's overweight. You chose to share that picture. It was sent personally to your DM. So who did the doxing? You, not me. So don't you dare post that say that bullshit on me, because let me tell you something. You saw nice Missy, the Missy who wanted to follow you into a redemption arc that isn't happening. And you know what? I feel sorry for your husband. You know why? Go read how a Muslim woman should behave.
Anyone laughing at this situation is mean. Well, there are people that get a kick out of that, you know? It's just how it is, you know? I mean... Oh yeah, sure, using the Dee Dee's elderly's mom, yeah, from years ago to keep doxing me as an excuse. Yes, okay, thank you. I'm pretty sure her mom's room... Her mom is deceased, by the way. But... she put out a video with her mom's room in the video. She fucking doxed her elderly mother, the dumb fucking. I hope people call the retirement home and harass her mother. I hope people call the retirement home and harass her mother. Because at this point, she deserves it for doxing her mother. Having to leave my house? I'm kind of relieved, honestly. I wasn't happy, and every day was getting worse, so you did me a favor. Okay, thank you. And actually, I can kind of thank my haters for pushing this because I think I'll be a lot better off here. And I don't want to be bothered by anybody or anything. I just want to like be depressed in bed till I can see them again. I don't even care about life right now, okay? And I didn't think I would feel this way about everything. And I feel very depressed, and so it's not going away. Like, what does that have to do with reviewing my content? That's what I'm talking about. They're not reaction channels. They're hate, stupid, bully, dumb, lowbrow, friggin' bottom of the barrel, lowest common denominator, parasitic idiots.
Yo, chow, it's P. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh, oh yeah, oh, oh yeah, oh, oh yeah. I want an independent woman if she's working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, 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 with some twerk, twerk, with some pop, 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 with some twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop. Bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Your booty out.
Hello, guys. Welcome. Happy Thursday. To anyone joining me here in real time, thank you so much. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. Please don't forget to engage, leave a comment, you know, help me out in the algorithm. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you so much. To my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate you. Now, this is gonna be one of them streams where it's just like several things can be true at the same time. Before I get into that though, I want to just mention nothing is wrong with my channel. I turned super chats off for this stream because in the last couple of streams I've been struggling with keeping up with super chats and the chat. So when that happens a little too much, I'm gonna just turn super chats off and then I could focus a bit more on you guys. If you want to support, please consider joining memberships or just simply liking the video and commenting when it's done. But I want to actually say thank you to the new members. Clever, thank you so much, Clever B, for gifting 10 memberships. To all the new members, welcome. And remember, if you're Supreme or higher, you have access to the Discord, so welcome. Blue Hoodie, hey Boo, welcome back. Thank you for joining memberships. Brax, welcome back, Boo. Thank you so much for joining memberships. Fauntleroy, I appreciate you. Thank you, you little legend. Legend. Katie Nicole, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Thank you so much. Bad Princess, you. Thank you for the memberships thank you for the membership and to the new member. Enjoy. You, Bad Princess. I'm telling you, I'm locked in to the shit you be writing in Discord because the way you gave me a receipt yesterday and you didn't even realize it. Thank you. Thank you for being very vocal and opinionated because I needed that. I'll tell you after what it was. It's nothing that deep, but I was just like, ooh, locked in. Thank you. I hope I say your name right. Saren. I'm hoping I say that right. Welcome to the Gold Cluster, and you are Supreme, so you have access to the Discord. And for anyone who's wondering how to connect to the Discord, there is a video linked in the description that gives you like a step-by-step. But let's get into it. So here's the thing, right? When it comes to everything that's been going on the last couple of days, really, this is not like new behavior. Chantel's an idiot. Chantel will forever be an idiot. She doesn't learn shit. I mean, it's Chantel. Hold on. Hold on. It's Chantel. So it's not surprising. Now, just because Chantel's an idiot doesn't mean I support like the in real life stuff. I think it's been normalized for far too long. I do understand the passion that is behind a lot of the bullshit that Chantel has pulled over the years. I get that. She's a piece of shit. Like, personally, if I ever saw Chantel, like, by coincidence, I'm not going anywhere. If I, by coincidence, ever saw Chantel in real life, I already know it's up. Like, that's just my attitude. But I don't go out my way to go real life on her. Now, when it comes to everything that's been going on recently, I know it's probably just a handful of people trying to go real life. The thing that was a little annoying is watching how many people cheered it on. I don't feel bad for Chantel. Let me be very clear. I don't feel bad for that bitch, not even a little bit. But I could also not feel bad for her and side eye the people who are doing it, because if I sit here all these years criticizing Chantel for the way she docs people, for the way she asks for people's docs, for the way she will sit there and ask for people's family's information or post people's family, my criticism back or my get back to her is not going to be that or cheering that on, because that means that was never the issue. If I could cheer on doxing and all that shit, just like a lot of people cheered on Marty and the fuck shit that he was doing, I didn't cheer that on, because then that means the issue was never what Chantel was doing. The issue was who was doing it. That's why when shit like this go down, I just, okay. And Chantel always gives people the reaction that they're looking for. Again, I want to make it clear, I do not feel bad for the bitch. Now, when it comes to Chantel and doxing and the way people have gone real life on her, the thing that confuses me with her history, She should be able to take it on the chin. If you've been out here doing all this fuck shit all these years, when the same behavior is returned to you, take it on the chin. If you can't, maybe don't do it. Chantel reacting like this over behavior she's literally displayed consistently over the years would be like me turning around and being upset that somebody fat shamed me. What the fuck would I look like? I fat shame on a regular. I drag bitches on a regular. I know a lot of people can't keep up, but you know, it is what it is. That's a personal problem. Some people are born with it. But the fuck? So when it comes to Chantel, I want to repeat, I do not feel bad. Not an ounce of sympathy for that bitch. But I could not feel bad and also be like, all right, y'all doing too much. But y'all been doing too much. And I also understand it's not all viewers. It's a very, very small fraction. But even with that small fraction, I'm a side eye you. Go touch grass. What are you contacting the landlord for? Chantel will always break rules. We've watched it. The beauty in watching it, at least from my end, is knowing it happened on its own. I love when it's organic. It don't need to come from me. I don't need to push nothing. It's organic, and that feels better. Remember, Chantel was the one who sat on this platform and said to me, about me, she knows a criminal when she sees one. With everything that just happened over the last few weeks, you don't think I've been sitting here happy? She had to flee a country, damn near a fugitive, criminal, doesn't want to face those consequences. And it felt that much better knowing all I did is stop my fat ass in Florida and watch it all happen. I didn't have to touch a fuck thing. It felt good. It still feels good. See? I don't got to touch a thing. And I could still enjoy it. But let's get into this. I know I'm missing a lot of members. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the new members. Let me actually change this and then we'll get started. This is the stream from 2 days ago. And I know she went live today showing her ass. I appreciate her content gift. I'll be working on that edit. If not tonight, tomorrow. I probably won't start tonight. I'm hungry. So I'm lying. I'll probably just have some fruit. But anyways, let me welcome all the new members real quick. Meow, welcome to the Go Cluster. I appreciate you, boo. Get comfortable. Valentina, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months, boo. I appreciate you so much. Let's dog walk. Well, I guess whales don't walk. Looking lovely as usual. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Rosie, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Amen. Thank you for being a member for 45 months. Jeez, thank you so much. Love you too. Thank you. 45 fucking months. Do you know how long that is? This dumbass. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Stream so good. Felt you growing it. I did. You see it, right? You see it. The way I need this. Stop playing with me. My charger. Sorry, but thank you, Luna Mars. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. You are supreme, so you got access to the Discord, boo. Trash. Thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate you, and welcome all new members. It's a mess around here, honey. It is a mess around here. Not let's beach this whale. Okay, let's get into it and watch Chantel struggle to handle the shit that she's put out all these years. Again, take it on the chin. And as we will see going into this, Chantel has no fucking plan. None. She is winging this whole thing. Now, there's a bit more I want to talk about later on in the stream when it comes to the content we may be getting now. Actually, I'll touch on it a bit right now and then get into it. I know a lot of people cheered on like how she, had to leave the apartment, all these things, consequences. I want to remind y'all, some of the people cheering this on were some of the people who were so happy that Chantel returned after being gone for 2 weeks. We're looking forward to the mess that would be happening in that apartment. You saw she didn't waste no time. Within the first stream of her coming back, she was high as a giraffe's coochie. That will not be the content you will be getting from Chantel sitting in a car. See, those are the consequences of going real life and doing the most. Would this be my opinion if it just happened organically? If the landlord was just like noticing certain behavior and decided, like, you know what, you got to go? No, that wouldn't be my opinion. But I know it's viewers that stepped in, did that, and also cheered it on. So if you cheered it on, no problem. Make sure you're okay with the car streams. Don't be too loud to complain about how boring it is that she's streaming for 30 minutes in a car and then logging off. See? I want viewers to start picking struggles. Either you're happy that this bitch is back and she might be a crackhead again, and you look forward to the fuck shit she would have been doing in that apartment, or not. You can't have it both ways. So make sure you're okay with these car streams. Personally, I like them. But I know people were looking forward to a lot more. I mean, I was as well, but I'm okay with the car streams. Just know you won't get the crackhead behavior or the potential crackhead behavior. The other day, Chantel was so fucking high, she was chewing. It sounded like the mic was in her fucking throat with whatever she was chewing. She was that fucking high. That won't be happening in a car. And if it does, God help her. But you get me? I don't think people think that far ahead when they're cheering on certain things. Let's get into the stream from a couple of days ago.
What's plan A and why did we skip it? I'm just waiting for people. Well, I bought a new car. I'm just joking. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't my car. Who knows? People are insane. Yes, they are. So I'm doing members only streams, and I think that I'm going to keep it that way. So if you want to partake and join, ask me questions, whatever, please.
And this is why I'm happy super chats are off. I could see more. So here's the thing. I love seeing her struggle too. Fuck Chantel. It will always be fuck Chantel. I love seeing her struggle. But you know what I was looking forward to when it comes to this new apartment? Watching her struggle trying to rebuild her life. Like that whole thing she had with the AC she had to put up, that's a fraction of the things that we were gonna, be able to see and have, look forward to. Remember, Chantel has never truly been on her own. The rages we would have gotten, the box mountain that would have started to accumulate again, the filthy house, like it's just so many things I had in mind for watching her struggle, trying to rebuild her life. And let's be very clear. The rent she was going to be paying in Canada is very different from Kuwait. She has a good check this month with, the donation she got for everything to do with the cat. But y'all got to remember, normally what her income is, I don't think would be able to sustain her life in Canada and whatever she is providing for Salah. I don't believe so. And that alone would have brought drama. Because, Chantel ain't got no friends. She was going to depend on the internet to talk her down from, maybe the attitude Salah would be giving her. Like, there was so much potential there. That's why I'm just like, I don't know if y'all, again, not everybody did it, but that's why in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if y'all really know what you're cheering on and the consequences of that. Again, the car streams, I'm okay with them, but how long is that going to stay entertaining? You see what I'm saying? So just think about that too. That's all I meant.
Feel free to join because it's just way better that way for me. Maybe I should drive to a better location with better reception. I don't know. I'm not going to be live too long. I don't have my stand and it's kind of annoying. And unless I can put my phone... I just pulled over somewhere. So, a lot of drama has unfolded.
See, it was a really slow build up, but we about to get into it. Chantel will try to not address drama and then get right into it, which I appreciate, just like she did today. Today's stream was actually the stream from earlier today was actually even better, but I put work into editing, so I'm gonna go over that and then get to work on the one from today. But just have your notifications on because the one from today, chef's kiss. I appreciate, see, I could say nice things about Chantel. I appreciate the mess that she puts online for me to go over and make a dime and a bag off of her. I appreciate it. Sounds like a you problem. Thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Thank you so much, boo. Remember to like the stream. One like equals one more can saved from Chantel and Amber equals one more. One more what? Oh, one more cat. Cat. I'm pretty sure you meant cat. Yes. Remember to like the stream. One like equals one more cat saved from Chantel and Amber. That. And if you notice the title, it literally came to me as I was in the shower because I was just like, damn, she ain't got shit. She ain't got this. She ain't got that. She ain't got this. And I was like, when I think about it, yeah, she ain't got a husband. She ain't got a cat. That bitch damn sure ain't got no neck. I was gonna say no ankles and all that, but there's a limit to the title. But yeah, there's a lot of shit she don't got, just like that apartment. Damn sure ain't got a plan. Mel's, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you, and welcome new member. Monique, I appreciate you. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy. Let's get back into it.
I'm sure you know already, but I've learned a big lesson from this. I have access to a car. I can't tell you if I rented it, if I bought it, if it's loaned to me from somebody I know, because I can literally not share a single thing about my life. And I'm sorry, but people have ruined that for everyone. It's not safe for me to, with people, psychotic people trying to ruin my life. So basically,
Here's the thing. I believe maybe this will last a little bit, and by a little bit, maybe a week. 2 weeks is being generous, but this is not going to last. Chantel has known this for years. This is not the first time she's been doxxed. This is not the first time she's slipped up and people were able to map this and put this together and, expose some shit she didn't want public. This is not new to Chantel. Chantel doesn't learn. She's going to fall right back into the old habits that she will have. Her next place will probably be doxxed again. And she'll give the reaction that a lot of people are looking for. Chantel ain't got no friends. Chantel ain't got shit outside of this. Could you imagine? This is the thing that I kind of enjoy about this with her, like trying to figure out her next steps or her next plan. Chantel needs the internet for social interaction to get shit off her mind. She literally uses her audience as friends, as therapists, as so many things. She doesn't have that. Wherever she's staying currently, whether it be with, her mom, her aunt, wherever, the fact that she can't simply just click and go live and just start talking or laying down with the CPAP, whatever, it probably sucks. So in a lot of ways, that alone is probably one of the biggest struggles, not being able to have that instant gratification of using, the audience, the viewers. She ain't got that. Not at all. She actually has to plan these lives. Granted, is she giving great content or putting effort into it? No. But she has to plan what time she takes the car. She has to plan where she goes and parks the car. She has to do so much that she's not used to, and it's not in an instant. I know that pisses her off. And she got to make sure she's sober. She can't go back to being high like she was a couple of days ago when she's feeling anxious. And, the comments are too much. That's probably one of the reasons she has to leave it on members only. She don't have the crutch of the edibles anymore. She's behind a wheel. She has to stay sober. She has to control her mouth. She needs to not be triggered. So Chantel is struggling, bitch. And it makes me happy to know I'm in the comfort of my home. And if I wanted to grab some edibles right now and take it, I could. I'm just not, because I'll be running my mouth a little too much, and I already do that. So I need to add to that. And thank you for my viewers who check me on that. Like, bitch, don't do it. But it makes me feel great. Look at me. I went live. I'm in the comfort of my home, a setup that I had put effort into. And guess what? I've been doxxed. I've damn sure been doxxed. They still looking through my shit. I'm here. Am I streaming from a car? From a park? Gym locker room? Nah. Feels good. Feels good. I know Chantal can't relate. Actually, let me ask y'all something that she would normally ask her chat, and she can't do it right now because she's at her mama's house probably. What's everybody having for dinner, or what did you have for dinner yesterday? You know how she talks about food, I still don't know what I'm having for dinner. I might actually literally just have for those who don't know, I'm on weight loss drugs, so my appetite is, but what's everyone having for dinner? Please. I know Chantel can't ask her viewers. She at her mama house. She got rules to follow. Loaded fries, amazing. Look at that, a big ass BLT, Chipotle, oatmeal, okay, chicken. Ooh, that sounds good actually. Sushi, look at that. Look at me having conversations with my viewers from the comfort of my home. Oof, I know that gotta hurt, Chantel. I know that gotta hurt. Oh well. Smug and Smerry, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Thank you. Welcome, new members. I appreciate you. Mel's, thank you for being a member for 4 months. We were this close to the bed. Yes, we'll get there. Just going to take a little longer. Yeah, we just got to be patient because the next place is coming. Chantel can't handle staying somewhere that has all these rules. So I'm sure she's putting in effort, way more effort than she did, trying to rehome Smokey. We'll get to that. Kenny Ken, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you. The odd one, thank you so much for the gifted membership. And remember, guys, if you are supreme or higher, get in that Discord. And I know I gas up my own Discord a lot, but I'm being serious. I really have a very dope Discord. Like, the people in there are just fucking amazing. They're dope as fuck. Thankfully, I've attracted the right people to get in there. So all I'm saying is I love it. Louis' mom, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you. LaFlay Art, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you, boo. Let's get back into it.
Because I filmed what happened was I filmed inside my apartment, which, by the way, if I ever move somewhere, never. I can never show you guys my place unless I buy a house. Even then, but now I vaguely remember.
I want to remind everyone, Chantel not giving a fuck about doxing me personally. She's doxed many people, spread many doxes, but there's something in this clip I wanted to revisit. And it just speaks to the attitude of a lot of people and why they don't give a fuck about her being doxed. Because she didn't give a fuck about other people's safety. So guess what? Take it on the fucking chin. No one has to give a fuck about hers either.
Being so pissed that one time I was raging, I think at a gas station. I showed her mugshot one time. And maybe her apartment complex, I don't remember.
There is nothing I've ever said on this platform about Chantel, actually about anyone, that would warrant or excuse someone posting my apartment. And yes, she did that. There's been actually a few creators who've done that, but point is, because I was calling her a pig, because I was talking about her looks, because I was accurately describing her smell through a screen. I know I revisit this a lot, but the fact that I don't get enough flowers for the fact that I clocked that bitch so accurately when I said her pussy smelled like cheese, for her, years later, to confirm that her pussy smelled like cheese and fish, And I was getting back. I know a stank pussy bitch when I see one. She thought she knew a criminal when she saw one, not one. I know how to clock a stank pussy bitch, and I was accurate. And let's not even forget the shit Natter described. That bum ass crackhead, but still, crackheads, their sense of smell is very strong. Very, very strong. But for Chantel, it warrant spreading my docs, posting where I lived. Okay. Just saying. But that's apparently warranted.
Showing proof that I did Doxer. Like, you know what? I don't give a shit. That was like 5 years ago, number one. Number two, you made so much money off of me.
And that was always Chantel's issue. If you really sit back and pay attention to some of the creators, because it's not just Chantel, one of their biggest issues is not actually what I'm saying, it's the amount of support that I receive while saying what I'm saying, unapologetically. Where Chantel puts her foot in her mouth, I drag bitches. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I was making money off of her. And for anyone who may be new, who don't know the history of me and Chantel, the reason I actually started reacting to Chantel is because she kept trying to talk about me. She thought she was going to keep dragging me because she didn't like that I had the nerve to be making content on Amberlynn Reed. She kept going, kept trying me. And for a little bit, I chose not to make content on her. I was just like, I'm going to just throw out a few tweets, say a couple of things in the Amber video and keep it pushing. But she kept going and going. And I don't think people realize, at least with me, I don't care how big-headed this sounds, I know I could drag bitches. She came calling for me and I answered. And it's been history ever since. And that is going to be the same story. To be very clear, that is literally, ironically, the same story when it comes to her twin FFG. And I'll give that background once she becomes a regular topic as well. If you call for me and I answer and you want to wake me up, God help you.
Talking the most disgusting, vile shit ever that I really don't have any fucking empathy for you. So go ahead and rage. People be looking up apartments.
Oh, let's talk about this. People be looking up. Who the fuck is she watching on social media? Why is she speaking like this? People be looking up, da-da-da. Maybe it's your mama. I don't know. Because I'm just like, who is she watching? Who's she parroting? Like, no, ma'am. Bigots, no. No AAVE for you. Fuck.
People be looking up, like, it's just really messed up, like, you know. But I'm not surprised. Whatever, I can't do anything about that. So they found where I lived, and like the landlord posted another apartment for rent in the same house, and and I'm telling you this because I'm not staying there anymore, so it doesn't matter. He posted that people were searching all over online.
Before we get into this, Chantel, again, knows, especially with the new move, how many people would be looking. People would be zooming into her forks if they had to, just to see the reflection of outside. That's how rabid some trolls are. And Chantel forgets how much of a hate following that she's garnered. I get why people dislike this bitch. But when you are hated that much and you know what people are capable of, why would you say some shit like this? Like, I'm going to play the clip, but if someone said, oh, they got your docs info, play it off. Keep it pushing. Why give it attention and then ask them to post the address? And if she was that okay with it, why the fuck did she move? I get it, wanting to be safe in your home. And maybe I just look at it differently because I just handle my shit differently. But When I was doxxed, I was doxxed. I was just like, I mean, if you pop up, it's on site. It is what it is. But I knew majority of the people who were pushing it and doing, like, they pussy. They're not gonna do anything. And one of them literally lived less than 30 minutes away. So
No, I haven't been doxxed. What's my address?
why would she? Here's the thing. Not only did she ask what her address is, she leaned in to see if someone was gonna post it. Now, for anyone who's not a creator, which obviously I believe is most of you, something that a lot of creators do, myself included, one of the block things that should be on your channel is literally your address. Just in case somebody pops up and wants to put it in chat and throw you off, or put it in your comments and you're working, you don't notice somebody just dropped your fucking address in your comments. Her new address should have actually already been blocked on her channel. Let me tell you something. I got my address, family name, all of that. Because early on, when I got doxxed, I realized, oh, people are just going to use that. That's weird. Let me block all that. The docs didn't do what people were looking for it to do. But at the same time, I would prefer it to not be, spammed through my chat or some shit or in my comments. That new address should have already been blocked off her channel. Yeah, I remember. Where is it? Amber's rarity double tooth. Rarity double tooth. I remember this was a while ago. There were two creators, one still on the platform, one is no longer on the platform. I got friends who are just nosy as me. And for those who don't know, I don't go on certain forums. I do not go on it. I've seen my name and slurs in the same sentence enough. You can have it. So if y'all over there having a rave, I wouldn't know. But I do have friends who still go on those forums. And I remember someone came to me and they were like, hey, do you talk to so-and-so? Because I know you cool with a lot of reactors. I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm cool. Why? They said to me, hey, I've seen discussion on this forum that they're looking to dox that creator. If you talk to them, just give them the heads up. You know what I did? Jumped right in their DMs. I'm not going to say who it is. If they want to say, that's fine. I jumped in their DMs and I said, hey, this is the information I received. I'm just passing it along. These are the things you need to do. And I literally walked them through it. I said, go into the back end of your channel, add this, and that. Because the minute they confirm your docs, they're going to start spamming it in your comments and all of that. And I know that's going to make, that would make anyone anxious. If they get your family's information, those comments are going to start. So get ahead of it now, add this, do this, and that's it. And I gave the same advice to a different creator. They're no longer on the platform. That's what you do and keep it moving. When you are being looked into or you get doxxed, one of the last things you fucking do is give it attention. Unless you did some fuck shit, then God help you. But 9 times out of 10, the dox is just your dox. It's unfortunate, but it is that. But you do not react. Never, ever react. Does it suck? Sure. Find a friend, scream into a pillow, because sometimes people do call jobs. Sometimes people do call family members, but do not react. I've never come on this platform when people reached into my life and, oh my God, nope. I did that off. You didn't see it. You didn't see none of that. What you saw is me come right back up here with my cheekbones, with my lips, and hello guys, let's drag more bitches. You never let these trolls see you fucking sweat. But Chantel hasn't learned that, and she's been on the platform for how long? How fucking long? What's my address, Ariel?
I need a car. I need to move all my shit. All my stuff, sorry. I need to move all my stuff. So, anyways, and I need to do content. I need to get out of there. I needed to get out of there. So, anyways, people are just doing too much. So,
people will always do too much. And you know what the truth is? I know we talked about it. When it comes to Chantel possibly getting a traditional job, it will never happen. But the truth is, even if she did, I think people would reach into her life at that point as well. I genuinely do. Can she handle it? Sure. People have called my job. You just have the conversation, keep it pushing. And I'm not replaceable. I know that damn much. So, but Chantel is always going to handle it poorly. She's always going to be reactionary and give the trolls exactly the response that they're looking for. Even today, she could have played it so differently. A 40-minute stream, she could have played it so differently. Within 3 minutes, and yes, I know the timestamp, within 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes, she got right into it. And I fired up my fucking personal laptop. Mind you, got my work laptop over here, fired up my personal laptop, got into Discord, and it was streaming. Listen, I was streaming over here, listening to her, typing in chat in the Discord, and then my work laptop. Bitch, you was going. Thank you. Thank you for the entertainment. Midday entertainment. I'm telling you, a nice rager during the work week where you could listen in, it just does something to the soul. One love, welcome to the Gold Cluster. Thank you. Enjoy memberships. Rosie the Moth Lady, thank you for being a member for 14 months. Thank you so much. Tuning in from work, wanted to thank you for keeping me entertained. You are amazing. Thank you. And listen, get that money, baby. I appreciate you. And literally that. One of the best things to do is just literally tap in while you're working. It is, it's nice. It's nice. Now you. Natter's Dick Cheese Condo. Help me. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. That's the username you wanted to go with. I'm not saying it's not accurate. Have y'all ever, you know what I always wanted to know with you guys with like the very unique usernames who obviously probably watch other YouTubers. Have you ever changed your username to that, go into a different community and forget that you did that and type in chat or something? Because I always wondered that, like, you change it to that or you have that. What if you watch like, I don't know, the candle making community or booktube or some shit like that, and then you go type in there, then what? And then someone's like, oh, Natter's Dick Cheese and you know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see one of y'all forget and go into a very normal, non-drama community and then type out and just see the reaction. Like, you know what I'm saying, Early? Like, imagine you're just talking about the sense of your new candle that you just got, and then you get a comment and you read it and you're like, oh, thank you, Natter's Dick Cheese Filled you know what I mean? Like, that would be like, the average person would be like, thank you. Let me get back into it. Oh, I mean, true, Fauntleroy, true. I know there's drama everywhere to a certain extent. Very true. That's why I'm so happy to be alive in the time that we're in. That's true. There's some kind of drama everywhere. That's my problem. Once I realized there was drama here, I was locked the fuck in. Oh, that's why when people are like, oh, it's about the diets. No, are you stupid? Yes, that brings us here, but you stay because of the drama. You stay because of the drama. That's why. Please, let's get back into it.
Bad. I should have never showed you guys any of my apartment. Sad that I cannot do that I cannot share my apartment with you because of some psychotic people. Whatever. So my bad. I shouldn't have done that. I should have literally just filmed with a green screen. Or anytime I go live, it will have to be like, if it's from a place where I am, it has to be from a green screen. It has to be from a white wall.
Wait. Valentina, is my internet acting up, y'all? Because it's also thundering outside, so I hope it doesn't mess with the internet. Thank you for letting me know. Is if something's wrong with my internet, let me know. Unfortunately, it's starting to storm outside, so it's the best that I could do. And it's also Spectrum, so okay. Now keep in mind, if the quality is messed up on Chantel, like you see my quality, when I switch back to Chantel, if the quality is bad, keep in mind her internet was actually bad. So if I'm bad right now while I'm speaking, then it's me. But if I put it back on Chantel and it's bad, just keep in mind she was out in the middle of nowhere, so her service was pretty bad. Just saying. All right, I'm gonna get back into it.
With nothing in the background. So I'm sorry, but my content is going to be very boring when it's live streams.
I wanted to give a few clips and examples of what we could have been looking forward to the people who cheered this on. I get it. Fuck that bitch. Like, don't get me wrong. But her return to Canada, this is some of the stuff that we were hopeful for. At least I was. Let me speak for myself.
I cannot sleep until I've said what I have to say.
See the streams where she just pops up, laying down, barely could breathe, to rant and get shit off her chest. That's what we were supposed to be getting. Just a reminder. That's why this clip is here.
Okay, I have something to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like calculate what I'd say. I'm very reactive and just,
Chantel's very reactionary. She will always rant while not knowing her angles and having the phone all the way up her fucking nose through her crusty ass teeth. You see what I'm saying? This is the stuff that we were looking forward to when she got whatever couch that could possibly hold her weight at this point, because she's definitely gained weight. So I don't know what couch would be, be able to handle her weight capacity. But remember, we would have gotten her walking from her bedroom into the living room, plopping down on whatever industrial sized chair that can hold her. Because remember, she don't use her knees. We would have gotten all that. Just saying. So right now, we get a car.
You cannot take a shit by yourself.
Most of all, this. If something was to happen between Sala and Chantel during this transition of her, couch surfing, I'm going to drag you bitches. Every single one of you who cheered this on, I'm going to drag you. Because if they break up and she's at her mom's house and she doesn't have the ability to go live and give us the rage that we deserve, the entertainment that I stayed patient for, that's where you're going to really be mad at me. Again, if you cheered it on, I get it. But you weren't completely thinking. Because if they go through a breakup or a divorce, whatever, you just cheered on us losing out on some great entertainment. This is what she used to do back in the villa when she had her own place and the ability to go live whenever the fuck she wanted. Think about that.
He literally used to call me into the bathroom while he was taking a crap. Or if I was taking a crap, he would literally come in the bathroom and shove his wiener in my face.
No. Imagine the stories we would get about Sala. Think about it.
No more giving any of this milk away for free. I thought today we would just bees around the bush, do something folly and Halloweeny.
The errands, driving, even though she shouldn't be doing this truly, especially with the way she drives, the errands she would do. Now she doesn't even feel safe to do the errands with viewers. You see that? Are y'all finally picking up what I'm putting down?
So I kind of want to maybe check out Pennington's, see if they have anything cute for their fall line. I might want to, because look what I'm wearing. Like, I have no clean clothes, so I got to buy something. That was plan A, living in my own place with Smokey. That's not going to work. So, Smokey is going, we're rehoming him, but I'm trying to find the right place for him. I feel really bad for him. He's very sweet, but he's like a really vocal cat. Like
here she go back with this. Let me tell you something. Where's it? Lost Tamales. Charlie, don't get my hopes up with the possibilities of QD stories. If you think I stuck around and remained patient and still tapped in even just a little bit through everything with Kuwait. This divorce, when it happens, the entertainment I am here for. I deserve this. I deserve it. We all do. My fat ass watched all of that, stuck through all of it. Every boring fucking video, them fucking live streams. Oh, we are going to get stories. And I deserve it. We all do. Oh, I wish that bitch would all of a sudden not share when that divorce happened. Please, please, absolutely not. We are getting stories. We are getting, unfortunately, probably allegations. Oh, we are getting it all. When this divorce happens, oh, baby, the amount of drugs that bitch is going to inhale, the amount of raging, ranting, low key, when that day happens and that stream happens, actually, K Bella, because I know you don't like me because I still think you're weird, but K Bella, pay attention, bitch. Pay attention. I'm really good at producing content. That's why I'm an EP, executive producer. Clock in. When that stream happens, in the meantime, K Bella, start learning how to stream. Start learning StreamYards, practice in private, all of that. What I need K Bella specifically to do, because it will help me with content as well. So make sure you're paying attention to every word I'm saying, K Bella. When Chantel fires up that live stream to go off on Salah, K Bella needs to stream snipe. The chat is going to tell her K Bella is stream sniping. That is going to elevate and give even more of a reaction. And then she's going to revisit everything that she went through with that betrayal and start saying the things that she didn't tell us. We just need to make sure you see what I'm saying? You see how you can stream snipe, get a good reaction, and that doesn't go over life? You see that? You see that? So, K Bella, start practicing now how to stream snipe, how to use StreamYards, because the minute that bitch pops up, you need to start stream sniping. And do not fucking piss me off, bitch. Do not piss me off. We don't fuck with each other because I still think she's weird for doing that. But I mean, I appreciate the content, but you a weird bitch. But I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for a while. So maybe try listening.
Cries nonstop. So I don't know, I have a plan B, but I'm not telling anyone what the hell it is. Quite frankly, I'm not going to tell you.
Chantel doesn't have a fucking plan. She is winging this whole thing. Let's be clear.
And I don't think you can blame me. So I have until, I explained to the landlord what was going on. He's like, people are messaging me, telling me about when you lived in Orleans. I was like, yeah, many years ago. Years ago? Yeah, okay. Saying that, I was like, whatever. I always paid the rent on time. Whatever. If you want, I'm like, I'm not arguing with you about this. I explained what happened, all my history, everything. I'm like, actually, I don't feel comfortable staying there with people knowing where I am.
Now, when she talked about this whole her history, I paid the rent on time and all that, that was under Pete's name. So even though, let's just say she paid it a year in advance, that helps out Pete's. That doesn't take away from the damage that's under her credit. So paying the rent on time doesn't actually do shit. Technically, she doesn't have that history. That's under Pete's. I'm guessing that landlord probably just doesn't do credit checks and stuff. Either that or maybe her mom co-signed or some shit. But when she's talking about plan A, plan B, whatever, each one of those plans includes a family member. Maybe plan A was her mom, plan B was her aunt. Hopefully she don't got to tap into plan C because it seemed like her uncle don't play. It sounds like the uncle might be the very last resort. Because at least based on the little bit that she's talked about her uncle and the things that she seems like she can't get away with, that should be the last resort.
So I'm leaving before the I'm not staying there now, but I'm leaving. A lot of my stuff I have to get rid of slowly, and that's it. On to a new life, I guess. I have to move, yeah, Justine. Honestly, I was really depressed staying there anyways. I don't know what it is.
Chantel is depressed staying there because Chantel actually has to fend for herself. Chantel, when she was living with BB, she had that crutch. When she was living with Pete's, she had that errand boy. Living with Sala, she had that. Chantel actually has to do shit all for herself. Like when she wanted an ice cream or something like that, and she's like, oh, the little whining, the baby voice. Who's she doing that to? The cat? If Chantel wants to get something, she got to fucking get it herself. If Chantel is struggling to walk or struggling to do errands, she got to figure that out by herself. Let's not forget, because I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was at one point during a vlog, Chantel couldn't finish walking through the grocery store. Sala had to finish doing the groceries. She had cut it out, but people had figured it out and she had to admit it. But Chantel couldn't finish walking through the grocery store to shop. She had to immediately go back to the car. She's been losing mobility all these years. More than ever, she needs help. And what happened? She started running her mouth and she had to flee. And now she's on her own. She got to figure it out. It don't matter how much her back is hurting. She got to figure it out. It don't matter how much she can't breathe. At least in that apartment she was in, if her fat ass wanted the Uber Eats, she had to walk down them stairs and get it, and then walk her fat ass back up to eat it. Remember, she had Pete's. Pete's would go downstairs. All she had to do is buy Pete's some food. She don't got that no more. Chantel literally is rebuilding her life at the age of 40. I think she's in her 40s, but let's just say 40. She's rebuilding her life at the age of 40 and also learning how to be independent at the same time. This is probably the most independence that Chantel has had to learn her whole life. So, sucks to suck. I love that for her. Liz, thank you for being a member for 2 months, boo. My YouTube account was weird and on Family's TV. So yeah, so you got it down to Liz. I don't blame you. Could you imagine if it was like Chantel's crusty panties or some shit, and they going to log in and they're like, who the fuck is Chantel's crusty panties? Could you imagine? Go Touch Grass, thank you for being a member for 34 months. I appreciate you, boo. Loving this stream, working while listening. That's right. Get that money, boo. All right, let's get back into it.
But I'm just not happy. Like, I'm not happy. And the thought of, like, looking at more apartments and dealing with landlords, and it just makes me want to throw up. So, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a plan B, but I'm not telling anyone what the hell it is. Quite frankly, I'm not going to tell you. And I don't think you can blame me. But actually, I do know what I'm going to do, but I'm not telling anybody, so.
Again, she doesn't know what she's going to do. Not at all. The only thing she probably knows for certain is where she could lay her head, and it's probably at her mom or her aunt's. That's it.
He didn't kick me out. No, we just kind of, like, were arguing a bit and, like, trying to come up with, like, I was just like,
where does Chantel get off arguing with this man? He's a landlord that she's lucky enough rented a place for her, or let her rent out a space in his place. The place looked actually decent. So where did she get off arguing with him? He's the one who started getting a whole bunch of messages. What the fuck is she arguing about? Chantel, even in situations where she fucks other people up, will still have a sense of entitlement. What are you arguing about, bitch? That makes no sense to me. This is all her doing. All her doing.
I need to leave.
Oh, wait, Cece, you didn't know how old she is? Oh, okay, she must be... Okay, I guess Chantel's 40. I knew she was in her 40s. I just couldn't remember exactly. Yeah, Chantel's in her 40s. I wasn't being dramatic. Yeah, she definitely is. Love it for her.
So...
Oh, the reason I put in these clips here, because Chantel just mentioned, we were arguing and I realized I just got to leave. That's Chantel's go-to. Chantal doesn't know how to sit, be uncomfortable, process things, and move forward or work through hard times. Her go to is always to leave. Look at what happened in Kuwait. For all we know, with everything that was reported, that bitch could have possibly just gotten like a $500 fine. But what did she do? She didn't like that she may have to actually think before she speaks and not use language that's unacceptable there. She didn't like that there might be consequences. She got on the first flight back home. In this here, you'll see she used to do that all the time, always just running. Your problems, your personality, your ways, your behavior, they follow you. That's why Chantel left Kuwait after being reported just to come back to Canada and possibly be reported again. It's almost as if Chantel always has an issue wherever she goes. So dumb.
Like, that's my gut instinct to just run away from things when I fight.
We noticed.
It's just run away. I'm tired of holding in how I feel. I'm tired of being silenced. I need to leave here so I can speak my mind, okay? I need to get the hell out of here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, you guys win, okay? Like, whatever you want over me, you win. Thank you. Good move, you win. You have to be more secretive about your housing. I know, it sucks that I have to do that because, like, when I get a new place or, I like to share with you guys, but you can't. So, live.
That's the thing. There are vloggers that do it successfully and still are able to set boundaries and protect certain parts of their life. Now, is it realistic to think like, oh, Chantel shouldn't have gone in her kitchen? No, that's stupid. People were going to be digging, especially with the following she has, but it's not realistic to think like, oh, simply her stringing in her kitchen could, do this. It is what it is. Chantel knew that was going to happen. My thing is, it's just she could protect things a lot better, and the things that will eventually happen regardless, because her behavior is definitely not going to change, react differently. It's simple. Stop giving people what they expect. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. I'm gonna always sit here and laugh at her dumbass not learning. But people can dig, people can dox, people can do all these things. But if you don't react, they're just what? Talking to a wall. Trolls love attention. When people dig, people do these things, they look for a reaction. Chantel is the perfect candidate because she always will give you that. Stupid.
Streaming, it's going to have to be away from where I'm residing, or imagine being mad you have to rehome Smokey because they got you kicked out. Yeah, I mean, whatever, stay mad. I don't know, they're always mad about something. So honestly, whatever, I'm just gonna see what's gonna happen. Whatever, I don't know, guys. I want to see how you decorate and cooking. I'm so pissed off. Yep, they're ruining Beezing, stinky person. They basically found you from a doorway and doorknobs. Yeah. Well, Breezeth, I don't think they would have found it if the landlord hadn't posted another unit for rent in the building. Like, I didn't even know there was another unit for how many effing apartments can there be in a big house?
The nerve of this bitch. I'm confused. Because the landlord continued to do landlord things, that's the reason she was doxxed? It's his fucking house. I'm confused. It's his fucking house. If that man wants to post every fucking unit, he can do that. Are these not things that Chantel thought about? Like, how many units are there? Why the fuck would he post? Excuse you? I know she hasn't rented under her name in years, but that's kind of how being a landlord works. The landlord had the nerve to post another unit to rent. See, if Chantel was smarter and wasn't so eager to come back online because she ain't got fuck else to do, she could have actually thrown a lot of people off by waiting to maybe decorate, spruce it up, add little details that don't make it easy for people to catch on. It was bare. Chantel, pretty much, anytime she walked in another room, it was like she was doing a walkthrough. There was no furniture. It was bare. So if her landlord posted any pictures, it would immediately match Chantel's live streams. It would immediately match because she has no furniture. Versus if she had furniture, it's not easy. It's not as easy to match because you're going to have all these appliances throwing it off. You're going to have a couch. You're going to have a rug. You're going to have, you know how much more work. Don't get me wrong. They're going to put in the work. But Chantel made it easy for them. Made it very, very easy for them. When I moved a couple of years ago, I was not coming back online until I at least had my setup. Could I have come back online and didn't have that and just had a bare wall? Yeah, but granted, there's nothing identifying on a back, like in a wall. But my point in saying that is I took my time to come back because I wanted to make sure I gave something that viewers were familiar with me giving, a clean background. I wanted to unpack my makeup. I wanted to make sure, I had my vanity set up a certain way so I'd be comfortable sitting there again, doing my makeup, getting ready, all that. I'm not going to rush back online to a bare wall and everything all over the fucking place. No, I want to unpack. I want to get everything settled. I want to get everything moved in. The fuck? But Chantel just rushed. Chantel in her first live stream was literally unpacking pillows. Imagine unpacking pillows, high as fuck, because you don't got fuck else. You know what a lot of people do when they move? They have the help of friends. Sometimes friends spend the night. Crazy, I know. They help. You build memory. Believe it or not, some of the funniest moments you will have with your friends can be during a move. Sounds crazy, right? Chantel wouldn't understand that though. So fucking dumb. I would be embarrassed. But hey, Firefox Calypso, thank you for being a member for 39 months, boo. Thank you. Hey, Charlie, I'm so happy you're live. Love you, boo. Thank you, boo. Love you too. Thank you for 39 months. Thank you. Janny, welcome. Welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. Get comfortable and get locked in.
Like, how many apartments can there be? But,
I don't think you meant for it to be that funny, but just reading it, Chantel and friends. Okay, I'm gonna get back, but this simple comment actually made me laugh.
Yeah, no, I can't do that, Amira. And I have a limited time as well. But we're not gonna just chuck Smokey. Don't worry, he's fine right now. And we're going to find him a really good place.
Now, she says we a lot. I don't know who the we was supposed to be, but obviously for anyone who's been following, if you didn't catch my last upload, I did talk about it. Chantel made it seem like she was going to put in work to try to rehome Smokey, but instead she did exactly what a lot of us should have expected. She was a lazy bitch who decided to contact a animal rescue, completely lie to them, and say that she found Smokey. She's traveling in 2 days, and pretty much she wouldn't make it on the street. And she did that because she wanted to bypass the actual process that they have in place, which is her filling out a form. But it's Chantel. Effort does not go hand in hand with her, and she went the laziest way. And then, shocker, she lied, which is what led to today's rant, which we'll go over. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be the day after. But yeah, it's just like, what was the purpose of lying? Oh, because you're a lazy bitch. You don't actually want to put in work. And she probably didn't think that email would ever surface.
Yeah. And I can't just drop him at the SPCA because they don't allow that. You have to do intake, and they have to.
Wait a minute. Everybody shut up. Gabriella, can someone confirm if this is true? The form costs money. That's why she can't do. Can someone please confirm? And by the way, when I say shut, like I'm just being dramatic. Can someone confirm if the form that she bypassed would have cost her money? Cause sugar, where no, would you sugar parfait? The email got out because the rescue posted it to their Facebook group just asking for help, and they posted Chantel's email. So they don't know there's like, they don't know this person is someone on YouTube who gets followed by a lot of people. They posted it to the Facebook group, and then a viewer saw it and spread the word. That's how the email got out. It was innocent on their part. It's not like the rescue was being shady or anything. Does anyone know if you would have to pay for that? Hannah, thank you so much for being a member for 38 months. I assume she didn't fill out the form because she didn't want it on record that she surrendered. Oh, okay, making it harder to adopt in the future. Thank you for being a member for 38 months. Okay. I mean, true, that part. On a dark desert highway, that part. Even if it was free, she wouldn't bother filling it out. That's true.
Decide, always prevail. Teardrop. Yeah, well, inshallah. I'm leaving my place, plain cheeseburger. I don't feel, I'll be okay, Justine. Your impulsiveness affects not only you, but everyone around you. Okay, how, little all-star? What are you talking about?
So this viewer just sent a super chat saying that her impulsiveness does have an impact of other people around her. We've been watching Chantel for how long? She knows this. But because it's Chantel and she will argue down anyone, even something that is undeniable like that, how? Bitch, are you dumb? She wanted to argue that? Literally, her being impulsive is why she's back in Canada. She didn't want to shut her fucking mouth. She wanted to be reactionary. That's why she's in Canada. And her husband is somewhere else with Julia. How could she read a comment like that and still try to argue? What? How? Chantel truly is one of the dumbest bitches to have access to the internet.
My impulsiveness with what?
I'm very impulsive, so a lot of the time I announce things, and that has always been to my detriment. So I don't know, hopefully I learn one day that not to be so impulsive, but again, it's something I have to work on. It's something I have to learn to improve.
I reveal myself. Are you kidding? I'm impulsive. I've seen people criticize me for this. I'm just disappointed. Like, I wish I wasn't so impulsive. That's my major beef with myself right now. When times get tough, I am very impulsive and I just rush to do something drastic, and I have to learn to seriously just sleep on it, I have to keep working on not being so impulsive. It's hard. How do you catch yourself? Impulsivity is hard when you're impulsive. You literally do things so fast. I don't know.
Let me explain to you why I will always believe this is a cop-out. Because you can actually, thank you, Fauntleroy. It is a choice. It really is a choice majority of the time. I won't say every single time, but it is. For anyone who's been watching me for a while, I used to clap back and pop off real fast because I'm naturally a combative person. And I don't make apologies for that. It got me as far as I did in life to be able to be combative, to be able to get back at people who, come at me, especially in the workforce. My personality is part of the reason I've gotten this far. But when it comes to the online space, and it's something that I don't think a lot of viewers know, especially sitting on the other side of that screen, you do have to pay attention and change your behavior, especially when you start going through different things. When you're going through different drama, even if you feel you did nothing wrong, still sit back, reflect, and figure out what I could have done better. Back in the day, people used to lie on me. I used to pop up real quick on a tweet. Like, no the fuck, you lying, you this, you that. But over time, you learn too. Some people will literally lie and create different narratives to get a reaction out of you, to get your attention. So over time, when people would be like, damn, you're not speaking on this, you're not speaking on that, part of it is because people were so used to me popping up, dragging a bitch, clocking this, correcting this information. But the longer you're on the platform, you realize, no, don't do that. Just take a screenshot, save it, let them keep going. Don't be quick to give a reaction or response to people who literally want that from you. I get it. I used to have a whole community around me too that used to react to me. Look at where the fuck they at now. They thought they could build a locale just because I did a couple of locale shit. Where they at now? In court. Anyways. Okay. But you learn to not be quick to respond. And if sometimes some people have a lot of the same opinion, just sit back. Try to understand where they're coming from. And one of the biggest tips that I will always give creators, do not have yes men. Do not fucking have yes men. I remember there's times I've received a whole bunch of criticism to shit I do not fucking agree with. And it wasn't even nothing problematic. It was just like, the fuck you talking about? I do not agree with this shit. And you know what would happen? A couple of my friends would come to me and I'm willing to hear them out a bit more. And they'll be like, you know what? I actually agree with this point. So I'm going to talk to you privately and tell it to you my way. And hopefully you could see it the way these people are seeing it. And sometimes that would happen. I'd be like, oh, I didn't actually think of it like that. And they'd be like, yeah. My friends would check me. You learn. Don't be so quick to respond. Don't be so fucking impulsive. Chantel, how many, if we had $5 for every fucking community tab post that Chantel has gone off on, think about the shit we'd be buying right now. Think about it. I'd be like, if I had $5 for every time Chantel went off on a community tab post, I'd be live streaming while living next door to Beyonce because I'd be able to afford it. Cash. Shit, I might even do a fucking live stream on a private jet if I had $5 for every single time. You learn. Not everything that happens to you, not every single criticism is going to be fair, but you got to learn this shit. You really have to learn. If you want to survive on this platform, have longevity and your peace of mind, be smart, observe. Don't be so quick to fucking respond. Some of the people in this space that's getting the most criticism, they're quick to respond, quick to tweet, put their foot in their mouth. Think about it. But when you learn to shut the fuck up, even if you think you're right, learn to shut the fuck up and just take a moment and make sure you don't surround yourself by yes men, you get better at it. You're going to have experienced things that suck, but you get better at it. Chantel can't be told what to do. Chantel can't be criticized. Chantel can't be told she's wrong. That's why she's always going to fucking struggle. My fat ass had been wrong plenty of times on this platform. Dead ass wrong. Had to learn. And the truth is, some viewers actually appreciate that. Just to be like, you know what? Yeah, I did fuck up. My bad. My bad. I won't do that thing again. It's simple. It's really not that hard. It's really not. It's really, really not. But just saying. But she doesn't get that. She doesn't get that. So let's get back into it. With that being said, Chantel is always going to struggle. Chantel is always going to struggle. So
you're blaming me for being doxxed and being in trouble? Is that what you're doing? Like, so you people bully me to the extent and try to get me, everything and whatever, but I'm responsible for that. All right.
Correct, because she didn't learn. That's why. Again, you cannot control what other people do to you. You can't control what they do. You can't really control what they do to you. But we can control how we react. It's simple. The shit that Chantel's talking about, that's not foreign to me. That's not foreign to me at all. I know what it's like for people to go real life. Mine gonna show it. Chantel hasn't learned that yet. You don't have to actually engage. Is it frustrating that somebody's reaching out to your landlord? Yeah. If the landlord didn't catch the shit on my record and they let me, they ain't none of your business. But she fostered a hate following because of all her behavior over the years, and look at where she's at. It is what it is.
Sure. Thanks for the money. Like, did she stalk herself? Right. Yeah. Getting smoky was impulsive? Well, I kind of felt pressured because the woman really wanted to get rid of him.
Hold on, everybody. Everybody pause. My mom's in. Hi, Ma. Everybody say hi to my mom. Hi, Ma. I love you. I love you. I love you. When my mom gets in chat, at least when I notice it, everything stops. Let's be very clear. So everybody say hi. Show your manners. Thank you. Let's get back into it.
I was excited when I was packing my shit.
Oh, I want to run this back because she contradicts herself here. Let me run it back. Hold on.
Herself? Right. Yeah. Getting smoky was impulsive? Well,
listen to this lie. And we're going to revisit this when we go over the stream from earlier today. It won't be today that we're going to go over it. But Chantel, now I'm confused at what part Chantel was lying. Because it's very clear when it comes to everything with Smokey, she was lying. And low-key, I'm starting to side-eye the last owner. Something's up with them, but listen to this bullshit right here.
I kind of felt pressured because the woman really wanted to get rid of him.
Chantel felt pressure from the owner to get Smokey. When? She's never said anything close to that. This is what she actually said because Chantel had plans the whole time to get a cat.
I was excited when I was packing my shit. Wait, I was like, I'm so out of here. See ya. Bye. You know, I was like, I'm gonna get an apartment when I get there. I'm getting a cat.
And
she said that, right? I'm going to get an apartment. I'm going to get a cat. And one of the reasons why we know Chantel planned this and was going to get a cat is because she let it spill, what was it, a few days ago, that there's a chance she won't be seeing Sala and Julia for about a year. Yeah, Chantel knew she was going to get a cat. So how did that person pressure her into plans she already had? You see how she will try anything to take responsibility away from herself? What is the point of that lie? That's one of the reasons I actually enjoy making my content the way I do with the receipts, because it's just like, telling the truth is not that hard. It's really not. It's actually embarrassing. Sometimes I put my intros together and I'll play it through to make sure I have everything together. And I really sit there and I'm like, this bitch does not listen to herself talk. Sometimes it's just back-to-back contradictions in my edits. And I'm just like, you don't listen to yourself at all? Like, at all.
I would keep Smokey. Honestly, I decided I was going to keep Smokey if I was staying at my place. Like, I did my last live stream in my home, and I said that I'm going to keep Smokey. You know, I'm going to make it work because, yes, he is growing on me day to day. He's grown on me, you know? Like, he's very loving, whatever. Doxing someone is impulsive. Yeah, maybe I'm impulsive, but you're repulsive.
She felt she ate with that, but that also applies to her. That also applies to her. Now we're going to go into this clip in a second. And for those who don't know who Missy Moo is, because I know there's always new people coming into the community, I'm going to give you a brief background. I'm not saying it's the most accurate, but if anyone in chat, if anyone has any questions, if y'all could fill them in, because I did see a couple of people ask who Missy Moo is. Missy Moo was a longtime viewer of Chantel's. She's pretty much used to be what Teardrop is now. It's to the point that even Salah and Missy Moo's husband used to communicate, right? And at one point, Missy Moo was looking into possibly sponsoring Salah to come to Canada because she knew Chantel would have issues. Missy Moo and Chantel had a falling out. And if I'm not mistaken, it had to do with supporting everything that happened with BBJ. Do not quote me on that. I believe that's where it stemmed from. So they had a falling out. They start popping, talking shit back and forth. Missy Moo, definitely, there's a prescription out there she's not taking. That's the nicest way I could put it. There's definitely a prescription she's not taking. So she, going back and forth with her is just very interesting. But she started spilling all the like grimy shit that they used to do. How Missy Moo would look up information for Chantel, send it to Chantel, which is why Chantel would post certain things. So it was kind of like they were both grimy, but they had a falling out and they just started to drag one another. It wasn't like a long beef. It didn't go on and on and on, but it was nice and entertaining. So let's get okay, thank you. Angry at Chantel for BBJ. That's what I thought it was. Yep. And then Chantel, I think word got back to Chantel and she got upset. Yes, she got upset. Yeah, let's get back into it.
Okay, so just saying. He was totally safe and fine in my apartment. It's not like he's, people foster pets for months. So the outrage over Smokey is just false BS as usual. And I'm not entertaining any more drama. So you all are seriously, literally going to be talking to yourselves on that front. Like, you can keep trying.
Oh, I thought the Missy Moo, I misquoted that. The Missy Moo part will come up, but I wanted to put just a few clips in there to remind y'all how many times Chantel claims she will not give us attention anymore. Keep in mind, she just said this. And remember the stream she did earlier. Giving drama, giving attention. Just like when it comes to the impulsive conversation, like, oh, I'm so impulsive. I'm not impulsive. Oh, I don't want to be impulsive, but I am impulsive. She does this. I'm not going to give y'all attention. This is the last time. Moving on. Like she does that all the time. All the time.
Eventually, I'm going to learn to just not acknowledge these people. And you're all going to look dumb. Making up things and talking to yourself. Disgusting people. You're not going to affect me. After this, I'm ignoring your asses. Goodbye. Keep raging about dumb shit you make up. People believe lies. None of it's true. Eventually, you're going to look stupid as fuck and your channel will be irrelevant. See ya. I can't wait for that day.
I just want to point out that small rant actually mirrored and echoed pretty much a lot of her rant from today. Chantel doesn't realize how much she repeats herself with very little change or results. Because even earlier today, she was just like, she did the whole, oh, I could get some of y'all reaction channels shut down. Bitch, where? She's been saying that for years. And as a matter of fact, let's not forget, I did my big one a few years ago and took her shit down. You notice she ain't saying names because I know she ain't talking to me. Can't nobody say that to me. Oh, y'all will be shut down. Who are you talking to? Name names. Name names. Because when that bitch got terminated, what was it, a couple of years ago? She didn't know what the fuck to do. She didn't know what to do. See? If people would stop sitting there and throwing certain stereotypes my way and actually paid attention, they would realize I actually know a lot more than I put on. That's why that day when she was terminated, okay, I just want to share this real quick. I don't know if I ever shared how I found out the termination went through. So for those who don't know, Chantel's been showing her ass for years. I collect receipts. That's what I like to do. I always like to collect receipts. And then I started to get in a habit of collecting links and timestamps of problematic behavior. It wasn't just Chantel. I used to do it with other people as well. If you try to play me or you do some fuck shit to me, just know I'm collecting links, timestamps, all that. I used to collect it, not fully knowing when I'd ever use it. But I just like having that in my back pocket, especially when it comes to grimy people. So I always had that. And then there was a time when Chantel was trying to go on Omegle. And Omegle has a lot of kids. Anybody who's been watching me for a long time, I do not fuck around when it comes to kids. I don't care if you a stranger. I'm going to try to protect you. So she's going on there. I'm getting annoyed. We're watching it in real time. This was around the time when, she was in a villa being reckless. Nobody could tell her what to do. And these people that you go on Omegle with don't even know that they're on YouTube. That's another problem. Mind you, Omegle tells you before you even get on the website, the ages are 13 and up. Why the fuck are you going on there? And at one point, she had changed and got into lingerie. Stop. But you can't tell Chantel shit. During one night, there was a kid who came on. It was clearly a kid. You cannot mistake that. It was a child. She did this very inappropriate racist remark, telling them to show bobs because they were brown. So she was like telling them to show bobs. This is a kid. Now, what if they sit there and do that? You trying to be funny, like, don't do that shit. When I tell you I was tweaking on Twitter, like I was crashing the fuck out. If you go back, because I don't delete my tweets. If you go back to my tweets from that night, I was crashing out because I was getting annoyed. You're talking to kids, you're putting on lingerie, and no, I don't think she's a PDF. I just think her defiance could get a child harmed. And then somebody comes on, young man, boy, and he flashes his private area. Chantel screams, shut the stream down. I have sat on this platform and listened to Chantel's bigotry, listen to her threats, listen to her looking into my family, asking for information. I have sat on this platform for years and listened to Chantel break terms of service left and right. Didn't report her. Kids are a line for me. I said, bet. I got to tweeting. The links I was collecting over the years and the one from where she just was terminated, tweet. Tagging YouTube. She got to go. She got to go. She got to fucking go. Then I turn around because I have a couple of contacts. I hit the one contact up and I had to make sure the contact at YouTube was still there because I don't talk to them like that. They're like, yeah, they're still there. Hit them up. I said, boom, I need you to look at this. I need somebody to respond. It didn't happen right away. When Chantel was terminated, I was asleep. I see Michael calling me at a weird time. And I'm just like, fuck, what's happening? Because me and Michael talk a lot, but that time is odd. So I'm like, yo, is something happening? So I pick up like, hello? Charlie, literally like this. Charlie. Yeah, what? Chantel was terminated. Bitch, when I tell you I sat the fuck up so damn fast, I said, huh? Chantel was terminated. Chantel's channel got terminated. I'm collecting my thoughts. Like, Michael would not prank me like this. That's such a random thing to do. Let me get on Twitter. Bitch, Twitter's on fire. Twitter is on fire, bitch. Just like, oh, did I do that? When I tell you, but here's the embarrassing part. When I tell you I got called every single type of nigger, people were telling me to choke, to die. Creators were having meltdowns. I'm just like, that's what took the joy away from me because I'm just like, she got consequences. We've been saying that. Why are y'all melting down like this? Like, why are y'all melting down? It was so embarrassing. I'm like, what the fuck? And then people were melting down to the point that I even said to one of my friends, I'm like, yo, I think somebody's going to harm themselves over this and they're going to blame me. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, the meltdown was crazy. My comments, people DMing me threats. I'm just like, do they think Chantel died? And at one point I had to tweet that out. Like, hey, Chantel didn't die, just so we're clear. She got terminated. Like, the owner of what's that place? The farm, Kiwi Farms, literally did a whole post about me. Baby, I don't know if he left a slur off the table. And I'm just like, y'all do know she couldn't get terminated if she didn't actually break terms of service, right? I do know that, right? And it was very confusing. I was just like, fuck, this is embarrassing. And that's actually when I also learned how many creators actually only have YouTube. Because I really did think most of us like still kept working. And then when I saw the meltdown and shit, I was just like, oh, well, I, I don't fuck around with kids. Like, I don't know, control the bitch. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, it was so crazy. It was honestly really embarrassing. And I ain't gonna hold you, part of it was a little hurtful because I was just like, y'all see what she did. You can't even argue what she did. Your entertainment and locale is worth all that. Like, it's not like I made it up. It's to the point that because it was terminated and the videos were down, thankfully I had a copy. I literally had to come up here point by point to show what happened, obviously not including anything unnecessary, to the point that people couldn't even argue it. Like people were like, oh, what are you going to do for money? Bitch, I work. Y'all don't work. I work. The meltdown was honestly embarrassing. It was honestly one of the most embarrassing things I've witnessed in this space. And thankfully for viewers and creators, Chantel don't actually know how to drag people, because if Chantel was smart, she would have came back on here not only celebrating when she got her channel back, but she should have laughed in all of y'all faces. Because that's the truth. If Chantel was smart, she would have sat here and been like, y'all bitches talked all this shit. And some of y'all seemed like y'all was going to unalive yourselves because I wasn't around. I guess I do matter more than you put on. That she could have went that angle and ate y'all the fuck up, because the meltdown was crazy. The meltdown was crazy. But thankfully, Chantel's stupid and she didn't actually put two and two together to drag some of the viewers and creators who was just so happy she got her channel back. But a bitch like me, oh, your mental health depends on me. Be nicer, bitch. I would have took that angle. But she's a dumb bitch. She's a dumb bitch. Let me see. Let me get to these. Malarkey, thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you. I appreciate you. New members, enjoy. And for anybody, if this is your first time tuning in, I hope you caught on to, I talk a lot. That's why my streams are so long. I appreciate you though. I appreciate you though. Oh, hold on. Where'd it go? Megan Fox. She came back, went to Cuba, and did worse. And you know what I did? Let me tell you. And I'm, you know me, I'm gonna pop my shit and I stand on it. When I saw some of the same people tweeting at YouTube, some of the same people that had meltdowns, now turning around, tweeting at YouTube to take her down, I sat back. I didn't touch anything. I saw what people were doing wrong. I did. I saw. But so you were crying, but now she's doing this and you don't like it, and now you're tagging YouTube again. You were just crying. You were having a whole meltdown. You felt it was unnecessary to take your locale away, to take your entertainment away. But now you want her gone. Damn. I guess you shouldn't shit on somebody who's so resourceful. That's why when people want me to do this and want me to do that, yeah, you got to come at me differently. Because I'm very much that bitch and I know how to get shit done. And I sit back and just watch you do it wrong. I don't have to help you. But I just saw it. Where's the birthday girl? I just saw it. Where's Abby? Abby, I'm trying to look for your comment because I see it's your birthday. I could not see Abby's comment. Am I blind? I'm just gonna go off of Shenanigans' words. Abby baby, happy birthday. If you guys don't mind, can you tag Abby and give them a happy birthday, please? I can't. I wish I could see their comment. If Abby comments again, y'all let me know if you don't mind. If you don't mind, please. And let me welcome the new members. Madison, welcome to the Go Cluster. You are supreme. You have access to the Discord. Get in there, boo. Raven, thank you so much. Thank you for joining memberships. Get comfortable, boo. Let's get back into it. Y'all know I will talk forever.
I've said that a million times, so I guess I'm gonna make that the last time I say that. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with that drama. It's just not, it's never ending. It's just always something else. And the things are becoming more and more outrageous. Outrageous. I don't know how, I'm literally just beezing, and then when I do live streams, it's gonna have to be, like, if I'm at home, it's gonna have to be green screens.
Now, here's the thing. That's another reason I don't believe this is going to last, because even simply that sounds like too much effort. Truly, if Chantel was smart, she would have, again, waited to get her place more together, have a space for content. Like, being on this platform, even if you have something outside of this, nothing beats having a space that is just meant for your content. It's the best feeling, because you don't have to think like, oh, where do I go to this spot? Where do I go to that spot? Like, eventually, I was supposed to start renovations a while ago, but that's not important. Anyways, eventually you'll see this wall will look different. Like, those are only like 9 or close to 9 pictures. I actually have all my fan art collected in a folder. I send it off to this company and I have it printed off. The only reason I haven't printed off the rest, because it's going to go across this wall, is because I have to start renovations. But shit like that, it feels good. It just feels good to know that this is where I come in, this is where I sit down, this is where I get to, pop my shit in, just kick it with my viewers. Just to have that out of the way, it's something you don't have to think about. But Chantel has never actually truly put that much effort into her channel. And Chantel, let's not forget, that villa was big. She had the room. If Chantel wanted to, she had space where she could have created a whole corner just for YouTube. Get it decorated all nice, whatever it is she wanted to do in the background. That she receives supporter fan art. She could have hung that up. She could have done so much with that space, but Chantel didn't. This is the same Chantel who still didn't have a laptop. You do this full time and you don't have a laptop, a desktop, off your phone this whole time? Okay. It's those little things make a difference. And the truth is, viewers notice it too. Viewers notice it. They know when you put even the slightest bit of effort in. But it's Chantel.
VPNs and green screens, baby. So, yeah, you also took a home away from Smokey, if you want to look at it that way.
You see how she was trying to turn that around? How did the same person who was literally questioning if they were going to keep Smokey because, she wanted to make sure she got Smokey back before the return policy was over. Like, is she serious? She's so dumb. She is so dumb. But anything to push blame on anyone else. Oh, you guys are the reason. Baby, I don't give a fuck how many times people have dug. Rio ain't going nowhere. I don't give a fuck what you dox. Rio ain't going nowhere. Where the fuck is my cat going? Let's just say something happened and I had to uproot. He's coming with me. Rio's always going to have a home. Bitch, I could be on the corner. If my home is my big back and that's where that's where he'll be laying. He will always be with me. I don't give a fuck what's happening in my life. Granted, I've never slept. I'm just being dramatic with the example, but like, the fuck? Please. Oh, you guys are the reason Smokey doesn't have a home. No, Smokey wasn't going to have a home. Smokey was already in the process of being rehomed. Please. Stephanie, thank you for being a member for 15 months, boo. Today is the 3. That's today. Oh my God. I don't know if your sister's here, but send her my love as well. Sorry, let me finish this. Today's the 3-year anniversary of my dad's passing. Thank you for being the best distraction for my shitty reality for today. I'm thankful. Steph, I know you and your sis have been watching. I knew the day was coming. I didn't know it was like today, obviously, but I'm sending you all my love. Can y'all please send Stephanie some love in the chat? Steph has been around for a while, her and her sister. So sending you all my love, boo. And even if it's a moment at a time, that's fine. If you got to scream, that's fine. That's fine. Do what you have to do to make sure you're good, okay? I hope this brings you any sort of distraction. And thank you for being here, especially on a day like this. I appreciate you. Jordy's City of Thieves, welcome to the Gold Cluster. I appreciate you. Let's get back into it, y'all.
You know, you want to dox people, and that's what happens. Sorry, but what do you expect? You know? So, yeah, that's it. I'm leaving my place. Honestly, I'm not that mad because I don't really like living there. Honestly, it's
Chantel's not going to be happy anywhere she goes. Let's be very clear. She's not going to be happy anywhere she goes.
I don't really like the stairs. I don't really like that you have to um it's hard. Like, I don't know. It's just not just the stairs, but just the setup and everything.
Life is hard for her. Life. It will be a never-ending struggle because the problem is Chantel, and she refuses to acknowledge that. She refuses to accept that. She's not happy there. She's not going to be happy anywhere. We've talked about it all these years. Chantel's one of the most miserable people to grace this platform. The difference now, the huge difference, she's going about this on her own. Don't get me wrong. Yes, she has the help of her family, but even that's limited. That's very limited. Sala's the one who used to get his ass up and go out in the middle of the night if she wanted ice cream from, the ice cream man, or, needed to go get something. Like, Sala did that. Pete's is the one who fetched the food. Her family's not doing that. They're at their home. And even if she's staying with them now, it's going to be tough. Sucks to suck. Rapping skills. Thank you for the super sticker, boo. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously, y'all.
So I'm like sorry, but like people found out where I live. And I'm not causing problems for the landlord. I'm not causing problems for myself. I'm not staying there. So sorry, but no. I'll get my stuff out and that's it, And so yeah. No. It's not gonna work, Brooke. With people knowing my address, there's no way.
This confused me because people knew the villa's address. I don't know if you guys remember, but there were a couple of times that viewers had sent stuff to the villa. And Chantel, being high as fuck, not caring about her safety, if we really think about it, would like open it up. So someone knowing her address, this is not new. I could understand maybe if this is the first time it happened in Canada, but it's not. Chantel was doxxed before. So I don't know. That's very interesting. Fit and Curvy, thank you so much thank you for being a member for 50 months. My Taurus is. She'll never be happy anywhere because she's never happy or good with herself. She's constantly running from herself via food, men, drugs, etc. Preach. Preach that. Always running. Chantel doesn't like being uncomfortable. She can't figure out how to work through discomfort. And look at where she got her. 41. This is what she has to show for it.
No way. There's already problems starting and everything. So, and he's on edge about it, and like he just no. We both agreed it's better I leave, anyways. Yeah. So that's it. I'm gone. Doxing a woman living alone. Yeah.
A viewer pointed out, it's dangerous to dox a woman who lives alone. Agreed. You just saw Chantel agree as well, right? Okay, let's remind her.
Showed her mugshot one time. And maybe her apartment complex, I don't remember.
I was living alone. Yeah, I had camera set up. Yeah, I live in Florida, so I'm good as far as how I could defend myself, but I lived alone. Chantel didn't give a fuck about that, so why should anybody give a fuck about her living alone? Maybe she shouldn't run her mouth so much. Maybe she shouldn't sit there and poke and push people to do these things and forget that she wouldn't pop a grape in a fruit fight. So is doxing wrong altogether? Sure. But also, if you're going to be this loudmouth, pop your shit like this, run your mouth, offend so many fucking people, at least know how to fight. At least know that you can protect yourself. The truth is, one of the reasons I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm scared when it comes to my docs. Like, I knew, like, okay, like, I defend myself. It is what it is. Like, okay, I'm not leaving shit. If you want to get fucked up, come over and get fucked up. It's that simple. That's why nobody ever came to get fucked up. Most people who do this shit are pussy anyways. That's the truth. I believe most people who dox are actually pussy. Because if you was actually planning to do something with that information, like pull up or do something worth someone feeling, you wouldn't be so loud about it anyways. But because doxing, they lead to people feeling intimidated, people feeling scared. That's kind of the point of it. But like, okay, you doxed me, now what? So, but Chantel doesn't see it like that because also Chantel's stupid and she can defend herself because, baby, oh, this is the part I actually talked about this earlier. When it comes, because she mentioned it in the last stream from earlier, whatever. Now that Chantel is back in Canada, I don't know who's going to report who, but this is the time that everybody needs to do their big one. When Chantel was in Kuwait, she was running her mouth saying if she was in Canada, and I have the clip, I don't have it in here, but I'll have it played for the next time. When Chantel was in Kuwait, she said if she was in Canada, she'd be pressing charges, have a restraining order, all this legal stuff when it comes to FFG. Now, what FFG was saying from Canada while Chantel was in Kuwait is that if Chantel was in Canada long enough, there's certain things that could be filed due to her neglect with BBJ. Both you pussy ass bitches need to show up. All that shit y'all was popping, all those threats, oh, I could do this, but you over here, I could do that, but you're over here, up, you guys are back together. Same area. Let's go. File. Or are you both just all mouth? Because FFG, I remember that. And I do have a tweet like, Chantel would be facing certain consequences if she wasn't in Kuwait. Well, surprise. She's no longer in Kuwait. Get to filing. Unless that was fabricated and made to make you look tough on the internet. Which kind of sounds like what Chantel has done all these. Ooh. Yeah, that's why I say you similar. Get to work. And another thing, I don't care who don't like this, by the way. One of the things with me is when I say certain things, I know I'm right. And sometimes people just don't like that I'm right, especially because I'm smug about it. Tough. That sounds like a personal problem. Let me be very clear. When it comes to this whole conversation that they had about the car and the cat, both of them are weird and pussy. FFG has sat there and slut shamed the fuck out of Chantel's mom, has pretty much claimed that she believes Chantel's dad is a PDF. Chantel, after FFG lost her mom, called her mom worm food. What the fuck were y'all discussing in DMs outside of cursing each other out? Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. You talk about my mom who passed, bitch, I won't offer you shit. I will piss in your mouth before I offer you a fuck thing. But no, the attention, that matters. My grandfather would roll in his grave if I offered anything to someone who ever disrespected him. The way that man meant everything to me, y'all bitches actually talked this out and talked through terms. The only way I would talk to you in that manner is if it was a setup. Oh, wait. Hold on. FFG, let me pretend I'm Chantel, right? FFG spent all this time slut shaming my mom, claiming that she believes my dad is a PDF, right? Right. Now, FFG throws out the offer. Oh, I'll give you a card for the cat. You will you? I'll talk through the terms, be nice and polite. I promise you to set up. I promise you I'm not showing up. I'm not showing up to exchange any cat. The only cat that will be exchanged is when I body slam your pussy on the pavement. I promise you. I'm going to come out with the cat carrier. There's going to be a dark, like, like a fuzzy little blanket, like one of them throwaway things, them throws you get at Target or Walmart. I'll purchase that, put it in there. It looked like a cat, right? Let's do the exchange. Open it up. You see it's a blanket. Bow. Fuck out of here. You were slut shaming my mom. You think I'm here to exchange a fucking cat with you? Are you dumb? Bitch, I agreed so we could be face to face. If that's not what this was, you both are pussy. This better have been a setup. One of y'all better have been faking this. The amount of shit y'all have talked about each other, I'm showing up, but I promise you it's not to exchange any motherfucking cat. Oh, you want to record it? No, let's just be peaceful. I know this will be entertaining. Let's not do that. Let's not feed into the drama. Let's not record anything. Let's do it really quickly. I have Smokey right here. Yes. Yeah, you see him? Oh, you say he's not moving? Oh, he's just sleeping. He's just taking a little nap. But come. You want to see? Well, bitch, please. Fuck out of here. Please. Like, when the more I sit on it, I'm like, y'all have said some of the craziest shit. And maybe I'm the problem because I'm just not that forgiving. There have been people on this platform who have said less. And if we speak, I promise you, I'm calling you everything but a child of God. Okay? I promise you. Let's get back into it.
Pretty sure doxing is illegal, but like, it's the internet. Who can you go after, right?
Oh, actually, I want to get to Malarkey's comment, but I'm behind. Malarkey, I'm coming to you. Hold on. Oh, wait, shit. I missed this. Seashell Cindy, thank you so much for the gifted members. I do not think I acknowledged that whatsoever. Thank you so much. New members, enjoy. Thank you, boo. Lori Taylor, thank you. Welcome to the Code Cluster, boo. And you are supreme. Access to the Discord. Malarkey Meter, who offers a car to someone who drives high and hits small animals on a regular basis. Someone who needs to make sure they keep inserting themselves into the storyline. Someone who doesn't know how to sit back and simply observe and give commentary, give their reaction. Someone who is insecure in their ability to simply just be themselves, not need to play up some shit, and just watch. Because I damn sure wouldn't. How many times did we see Chantel? And mind you, keep in mind, we saw Chantel was already getting high the first night. First day back on the stream. High, on top of hot, slurring. FFG is going to do what FFG needs to do to make sure the attention is turned back on her. That's why.
Anyways, whatever. My arm is like shaking because I don't have I'm steadying it. Ooh, I'm hungry. Anyways, no, I'm not homeless. I mean, yeah. I'm okay, guys. Don't worry. They're just sitting laughing. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, he's very supportive. I'm the type of person, I need to like live on my own. Like, I just need, you know what I mean? Like,
it would lead to more growth, but the truth is Chantel is struggling. Chantel doesn't actually want to live on her own. Chantel doesn't actually want to put effort into these things.
Especially with like the type of things I do online, and I wouldn't want to cause problems for anyone. Come to Scotland. I could pretty much go anywhere in the world I want, actually.
Not really. Her mobility and her lungs say something different, but okay.
But I'm not gonna, keep I'm not in no shape to travel. That's for sure. Well, no, I mean on my own if I'm not with my husband. The lengths people go to are insane. I agree with that. Yeah.
FYI, bestie.
Now we are going to get into Missy Moo. Mind you, look at her eyes. You could tell something ain't right. And this back and forth. This back and forth was beautiful. Beautiful. This is Missy Moo. She used to do some messy stuff with Chantel.
I didn't dox anybody, so don't you start that bullshit or I will post every last thing you put in those DMs to me and the voice messages that were sent to Adam, which a couple of them that Salah sent are pretty personal, so don't you...
Where's Missy Moo? Where the fuck is Missy Moo? Because I don't think she ever released that. This was her moment to be messy. Release them. I don't care if it's 2 years later. Release them.
You pull that bullshit. I specifically said to you what I sent to you was the only thing I sent to you about anyone was T and Sass daughter, and I said someone emailed this to me because I happen to have my email on Facebook on my YouTube, and I said I'm sending it to you so you can see and understand she's probably projecting into us because we're overweight and her daughter's overweight. You chose to share that picture. It was sent personally to your DM. So who did the doxing? You.
Chantel was sitting there getting private information, personal information, somebody's daughter. I don't give a fuck if they grown. What the fuck you got pictures of my daughter? Chantel was posting that. And she can't take someone reaching out to her landlord? You passing around pictures of my daughter and you want to make fun of them because they're possibly overweight and somebody's supposed to give a fuck about your safety? Let me repeat. One of the reasons Chantel's mouth so reckless is because no one has truly touched her in her life. And I get it, Canada has this reputation of being like super friendly and maybe not, like us in the States where it's snuck if you buck, it's on site, we pull up. And I get it, you guys are, I guess, more mature in that sense, okay? But there are things that I had to learn by seeing sometimes, and I grew up in a rough area, seeing people get pistol whipped off of that shit. It's not that I thought I would ever say that, but ooh, I just saw someone get pistol whipped off of saying that. I'm gonna make sure I don't say that. I'm gonna make sure I don't say that. I know I could fight, but I'm not gonna fight a pistol. You know why I don't talk about people's kids and people's family, even though I know how to fight? Sometimes people don't just bring fists to the fight. Some people get down about their kids. So you going around talking about people's kids, posting them to make a mockery to get back at their mom who talks about you online, and somebody's supposed to give a fuck that they called your landlord, and now you're uncomfortable. Somebody sent a pizza. Okay. The fact that no one has pulled up on this bitch yet is crazy. When Chantel and Shannon had that back and forth, and Chantel exposed that Shannon was doing coke at her daughter's graduation party, bitch, I was ready to hear that Shannon pulled up, because Shannon also talked. There's a lot of tough talk up there. That's the thing. I don't know what it is, and I don't think it's all Canadians, but some of the Canadian representatives in this space, it's just a lot of talk. Because I was fully expecting Shannon to pull up on Chantel, jump on that big bitch's back. And that didn't happen. I'm just like, but you said you would do this and do that. This lady telling everybody how you doing coke lines at your daughter's grad. You don't want nothing? Yeah. Okay. Because me, I don't care if your daughter's grown, your kid's grown. I don't care what the beef is. I don't need anything. I don't need nobody send me pictures of their kid. Man, it's fuck that bitch, but I don't need a picture of their kid. What the fuck you send me this shit for? And let me be very clear. If you don't think I've been sent dox info, absolutely. There's messy people in this space. People will see you beefing with someone, slide you something, and want you to use it. You know what you should do? Look just to make sure. Oh, I ain't even gonna respond to you. I've been sent crazy shit. The fuck? Oh, you must think I'm reactionary like these other bitches. Oh, you think I do that? You stupid. I'ma look. Oh, what does this record say? Ooh, what's the background? Anyways, and that's it. I'm gonna leave you on red. I'm not posting a fuck thing. Chantel receives it, and let's be very clear: many of us many of us in this space, that happens. But Chantel's stupid ass, she think it's a gotcha, and then post. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because you're stupid. You're stupid. Dumb as fuck. Let me. I'm behind. Mushroom Destroyer, thank you for being a member for 3 months, boo. Chantal needs a good yes. 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 And I know I talk about them a lot. And part of the reason I do is because for anyone who hasn't been watching me yet, like FFG will be in rotation soon. That's one of the reasons I do bring her up, because you'll see the. Anyways, that's why when the whole fashion show thing happened, hand to God, the fucking. And I know it's not good. Like, I understand it's not right. But I really think, I thought, because of the way FFG talks online, I thought she was going to check the fuck out of Chantel. And I was just like, yo, whatever go down. Because I thought she was just trying to be friend. Because, sometimes you got to fake it to get close. Like, oh, hey, Chantel did. And then, so I thought it was going to be one of those. But then when I actually saw the interaction and I saw the video and then I saw the picture, I'm like, wait, you're actually oh, okay. Because FFG is the only creator from this space that, with everything Chantel's done through the years with a lot of us, because Chantel has done some fuck shit and said some fuck shit about a lot of us. FFG is the first creator to get that close. And she smiled like a fan. She sat in the crowd and cheered her on like a proud auntie. I was just like, oh, well, okay. Well, all right. I guess that's the Canadian way. I don't know.
Not me. So don't you dare post that say that bullshit on me. Because let me tell you something. You saw nice Missy, the Missy who wanted to follow you into a redemption arc that isn't happening. And you know what? I feel sorry for your husband. You know why? Go read how a Muslim woman should behave.
Anyone laughing at this situation is mean. Well, there are.
I just want to show that clip as a reminder of a lot of the fuck shit that Chantal used to do, the information she would receive, and how she would use it. So yes, once again, no one gives a fuck about her getting doxxed. She has done worse.
There are people that get a kick out of that, It's just how it is, I mean. Oh yeah, sure, using the Dee Dee's elderly's mom, yeah, from years ago to keep doxing me as an excuse. Yes, okay, thank you. I'm pretty sure her mom's room.
Listen to this. Please listen to this.
Her mom is deceased, by the way. But
what does that matter? Keep in mind the clip that's about to play was when her mom was, getting help in the, I guess I think you would call it old folks home. And this is what Chantel went to do. And now she's the fact that Chantel, the clip I'm about to play, the fact that Chantel was encouraging people to have that place harassed where Dee Dee's mom was, and you still got the nerve to speak up on this woman. Yes, she has passed. Don't speak her name. Dee Dee's another one. Well, all that shit she talk, and ain't she still a crackhead? Dee Dee, all that shit you was talking when Chantel was in Kuwait, where the fuck you at now? Crackheads are strong. Take whatever it is that you take and get to town. Get to work on Chantel. All that mouth she had when Chantel was in Kuwait. And she sat there. Her mother that now passed, she was at one point encouraging people to harass that place. Crazy, crazy. Do a couple of lines and get to work.
She put out a video with her mom's room in the video. She fucking doxed her fucking elderly mother, the dumb fucking cunt. I hope people call the retirement home and fucking harass her mother. I hope people call the retirement home and harass her mother. Because at this point, she deserves it for doxing her mother.
That clip alone. Yeah, Chantel. should worry about her safety, but no one's going to pull up, whatever. But yeah, see, that clip alone, imagine saying that and thinking, well, she doesn't get touched. That's the weird thing. But like, imagine saying that and thinking people are going to give a fuck about people knowing where you live and shit. Maybe watch your mouth. Watch your fucking mouth.
Some of my stuff is still there. I gotta slowly take it out. So, the window AC, don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Give it away or sell it, whatever.
I'm confused. Is she not planning to get another place? I know she was vague about it, but I wouldn't immediately start selling stuff if she plans to get another place. Now, if she doesn't, and she's just planning to stay with family, that would be interesting. But when you move places, you take your stuff with you. So
I know I have a lot of stuff I might just keep in storage or something. Maybe I should rent a storage unit and keep all my stuff in there. Oh yeah. No, I mean until I can get another place. Keep it in storage? Because I gotta get out of there. I'm not staying there. And I can't keep it at my mom's. All my stuff? I'll figure it out.
she's not going to figure out a thing. Again, she's winging this whole thing.
No, they can't. I mean, it's not about breaking me. Hi, Joey. There's more places to live. I mean, and I'll just be smarter next time, that's all.
No, she won't. She absolutely will not. Not a chance in hell.
I'll just have to, like, make my beezes more boring. I'm sorry, but that's out of necessity.
I mean, were they really that entertaining? What makes Chantel entertaining, even when it comes to the car streams, is the way that the people who surround her, viewers, creators, can turn it into something. That's the difference. Chantel's actually not giving any good content at all. She doesn't put effort in. So this whole idea like, oh, I guess it'll get more boring. She can't afford to do that. Chantel cannot afford to do that. Her views are in the toilet. More recently, the reason she's been getting a lot of support is because she was gone for a few weeks and people were happy she's back. That will die down, especially when the streams continue to be her sitting in a car, sipping on some coffee drink and talking about nothing. Unless it's a rage, all right. But how often is she really going to do that? Especially sitting in a car knowing she probably only got 30 minutes to an hour. So she can't afford to become more boring. That's the truth. Reactors, we make it work. We add our own spice to it. Chantel depends on the mediocre shit she's been providing. She can't afford to become more boring. So
yeah. I'm not going to talk about what I talked about with my landlord. That's going to be content for them, and no thanks. Yeah, I guess I just have to use a screen. That means no cooking. That means no...
Chantel was in Kuwait for, over 2 years? How many times did Chantel actually cook in that kitchen? So this whole idea like, oh, I guess I won't do this. I guess I can't do that. Bitch, you weren't going to do it anyways. Chantel orders food, inhales it, bitches, talks like a fucking child or a toddler to fucking Sala when she wants more food, and then turns around and rages some more. Like, Chantel, please, let's not pretend Chantel was actually planning to do some content that she hasn't been doing this whole time. I guess no cooking. Bitch, shut the fuck up. When were you going to do that? She would be complaining about the heat, complaining about her back, because the bitch is big as fuck, and she's top heavy, and the way her body leans, it hurts. Please.
Anything, really. Just chatting. So. But! That's all you can do. C'est la vie, huh? So, I really don't know how that's something to celebrate though, like doxing someone. Like you're literally endangering someone that makes you happy. Like, please evaluate yourself.
It's the way she has no self awareness. What a lot of people are celebrating is a piece of shit who has sat there for years, doxing, sharing doxes. The same thing happened. And it's not going her way. Of course, people are celebrating. It shouldn't be a shock when horrible things happen to pieces of shit. People celebrate. The reason I don't like to encourage or celebrate that is because it just leads to more mess and it fucks with a lot of the things we could have been seeing. But again, I don't feel bad for her. Did I laugh? Yeah. This bitch is sitting in her car, probably her mama's car. She used to sit on this platform and just talk hella shit. Thought she was so untouchable. Thought she could do anything. Remember, Chantal used to sit on this platform and literally ask viewers to send information about reactors, send information about our families. Yeah, we gonna laugh. It don't seem like you hope. It doesn't seem like she's handling it too well, huh? When it's done to her, okay, sucks to suck.
Like mentally, really, that's really sad that you're like that. And I no, it's true. People think it's like an L. It's really it's a W. It's really an L because like, who would do that other than a loser? Like, you know.
Well, Chantel has done it all these years, and the only W in this situation is viewers and creators. Are you guys enjoying this? I'm enjoying it. I've had so many new members during this time as well. Thank you for all the support. I've had memberships. I'm having a great dialogue with my viewers. We're enjoying ourselves. We're laughing at her expense. My cat is here and comfortable. I'm still in my home. Yeah, the W is with us. Yep, the W is with us. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where's the L? The fuck?
There's more apartments, there's more things in life, I guess, than that one apartment. So whatever, who cares? I'm not bothered, honestly.
Oh, she's bothered.
I just think maybe it wasn't meant to be. That's it. Yeah, I guess that's it. No more news. I just can't believe that you're having to go through this. Yeah, I know.
I can't believe she's handling it so poorly after all these years of her not learning. That's what I can't believe. Chantal refuses to learn from her past mistakes. That's what's unbelievable.
It probably seems like a lot for you guys, but as somebody who's been through this many times
and still hasn't learned,
it's I don't know, almost an adventure. The new fresh start for you. You've come back online stronger with the steering wheel and prove the haters are just kidding. Yeah, I'm not in a competition with haters.
I would hope so. I hope not. Because it's Chantal. There's no way. I remember, what was it? Wasn't it like a few months ago when Chantal was like, she had challenged Yaba to a walk-off or something? Yaba, who has 3 kids? You want to challenge a mother of 3 to a walk-off? I walk. I work out. I love to walk. And I wouldn't be that dumb. By 9 a.m. when Yaba streams, she probably has already done more steps than I do in a day. So what's the... I would hope Chantal wouldn't be stupid enough to think that she's competing with any reactor in this space. Be for real. Her life is in shambles, and she's been showcasing it for years. That would be dumb. That would be dumb.
I just want them to get a life and leave me alone. I don't care what you do with your life. You know, like, I don't care if you can, I'll give you this, you can have this win. Go for it. Just, like, live your life, man. If you hate me, change the channel, get a life. Like, you know, it's insane that this is how you want to spend your life and think that that karma is not going to come back to you, you know?
This is the thing with Chantel. She just won't accept that there are people who are okay knowing that we watch a mentally ill, like, train wreck. And I'm okay with that. I literally sleep great at night. I don't insert myself into her life. She chooses to broadcast it. She a piece of shit, but I'm gonna sit here and watch and I'm gonna enjoy. Every bad thing that happens to her, I celebrate. I genuinely celebrate. So, bad karma, bad this, bad that. What's because I'm sitting here watching someone who chooses to destroy their life and enjoy it? I'm okay with that. If that makes me a bad person, it is what it is. I know I do good in other areas of my life, so it's called balance. That's how I look at it. Shit.
But whatever. I'm not here to whatever. Do what you want. I don't care. Having to leave my house, I'm kind of relieved, honestly. I wasn't happy, and every day was getting worse. So you did me a favor. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. But here's the thing. This is Chantel trying to save face. This is Chantel just trying to act unbothered. Like, yeah, I had to leave the apartment that I just moved into, but y'all did me a favor. I don't give a fuck. I want to remind you how quickly Chantel trying to save face can just fall apart. Because she did the same thing when she got to Canada. She was also happy. Y'all ain't touching nothing over here. She good. And then the truth came out.
And actually, I can kind of thank my haters for pushing this because I think we'll be a lot better off here.
Okay.
And I don't want to be bothered by anybody or anything. I just want to like be depressed in bed till I can see them again.
Ooh, that 2 different messages. What happened? Ooh, okay.
I don't even care about life right now, okay? And I didn't think I would feel this way about everything. And I feel very depressed, and so it's not going away.
That's enough about that. I'm not talking about doxing anymore. I'm not talking about anything. If I ignore your questions, it's because I can't answer them. I'm not ignoring you. Yeah, I'm not telling people anything anymore. Pretty much anything. So it's just gonna be chatter and mukbangs, whatever I eat. I don't know, whatever I do, but
Keep in mind she said this, and then today she gave us the rant, rage content that she did.
Onward and upward, yeah. I'm used to just, I kind of enjoy the thought of stability scares me.
This is actually the last topic we'll be touching on. Because when she said this, even though it's true, it was actually like shocking to hear her say it out loud. It's just like, yes, the thought of stability does scare her. And the fact that she hasn't tapped in and tried to unpack that and figure that out. Because as long as we've been watching Chantel, she's constantly throwing shit at the wall. She doesn't have stability. She doesn't have balance. She doesn't even have a routine. Her life has been chaotic and it has become what it is because she hasn't put effort into any of that. And her saying, oh, the thought of stability scares her. No, I don't think it's just technically the thought of stability. I think it's the thought of the work she would have to put in to become stable. Chantel is one of the laziest bitches that I've seen on this platform. Like lazy. She broadcasted, you get a good idea of how she is in her life. It's the thought of the work to have stability, to have balance. It takes work. It takes routine. Sometimes you got to keep fucking up until you get it right. Like today, my idea of balance and stability, I finished work, like literally working and then streaming in Discord as she was raging, still working. Got off. I try to give myself like a good hour, hour and a half to myself. I don't, sometimes if I get off and immediately start getting ready, I just feel like really drained. shut down, log off, take some time to myself, catch up on something that I wanted to catch up on, and then get to work. I already know my content is pretty good. Did my edit, all of that, and then I come up here. That's why there's some days it's gonna be late night streams. But that's my idea of balance, my stability. So I'm not going crazy on this platform. Do I show my life? No. But Chantel could pick and choose what she does. If she puts the work in, she gets up at a certain time. She has all the time in the world. That's the thing with Chantel. She has all the time in the world to work on so much. Time that a lot of us don't have. Imagine having the time that Chantel has to pour into whatever. And imagine having it while, keep in mind, at one point, she was making $20,000 a month. And I know a lot of people doubted that. And I tried telling y'all from the beginning, she is not lying about that. She doesn't make that now, clearly. But imagine those villa days. Having that space, having the platform, the opportunity, all that money. Even if it was mostly from hate super chats, think about that. If she was smart, she could have saved that. She could have saved that and easily just dipped for 6 months. Easily dipped for 6 months. Pour back into her. She probably would have came back a new bitch. Damn, Chantel's gone. What we going to talk about now? You know what I'm saying? And she over there putting in work, therapy, maybe weight loss, whatever. A trainer. But what did Chantel do? Because Chantel won't put effort into anything. And she had it in the palm of her hands for years. There are so many people who will never see $20,000 a month, $20,000 in 1 month. In 1 month. Let that sink in. A lot of people refuse to believe it because I think they just were upset that there's a chance that Chantel was seeing that type of money. She was. She was. Now look at her. We fast forward. She doesn't make that anymore. She's couch surfing. She has no stability. She contemplated. She's so broke now. She contemplated trading a cat that she has for a car to a bitch who was slut shaming her mom. I could never be that broke. I could never be that pussy. And trust me, I've had struggles in my life. I've definitely had struggles. Baby, there will never be a day that I'm that broke. My feet work. I will ride a bike before I contemplate exchanging something with a bitch who talk. Yeah, I get why Chantel hate us. I'd hate us too. I'd hate us too.
If that makes any sense, like the thought of being set up somewhere, like just being there, like I just felt like I want to buy a house in the near future.
I just wanted to play a couple of clips just reminding you of dreams Chantel has talked about. And what she's saying, nothing's wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a homeowner someday. Just remember, Chantel could have done this probably 2 to 3 times over. The fact that Chantel doesn't have a rental property in Canada with all that money she was seeing is crazy.
It would save me a lot of money. But I don't know what I want to do with my life, so.
So I know you're all waiting for me to rage and cry and...
This clip didn't age well.
I don't know. Whatever will I do without a man leeching off me every day? Oh shit, I'm gonna thrive and be a fucking boss bitch I always knew I was? Oh no!
Not only does she still take care of a man, we haven't seen thriving. Have any of you guys seen Chantel thrive? Has anybody seen the boss bitch clock in? No.
Poor me.
Because I get so bored easy and restless and just unsatisfied with life, I'm always looking for that thrill. I'm like a cheap thrill seeker. What the
Hold on, Ghost Daddy. I'm happy you caught that. I just wanted somebody else to say it. Did y'all see how small she looked in that clip? Granted, yes, she's still morbidly obese, but compared to now, y'all saw how small she looks in that clip?
Fuck. I don't know how to explain it.
And that is that. That is the end of my edit. You know, so crazy? No one peeped it, but because I came on so late, I actually kind of forgot and I realized it too late. So I was just like, okay, I didn't play the break. But next time I'm playing the break. I realized it way too late because I'm like still tired a little bit. So I was just like, so y'all lucky. Y'all lucky I missed out on the break. It won't happen again. I'm lying. It'll probably happen again in the future, but still. Still. But yeah, that is our Chantel. She just gives us so much to talk about. And I appreciate her. Hold on. Chantel's crusted. Sperm everywhere, broken toes. Thank you, Badesi. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I know this is really late for a lot of people. I know it's in the middle of the night for some of my international viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. I talk a lot. Yeah, entertain me and fuck with me. So I will always appreciate it. To all the new members, to everyone who gifted memberships, thank you so much. I will try to have better balance and do this, interchangeably, but thank you so much. And I won't do it tonight, but I'm gonna start editing the stream from today. I'll start editing tomorrow. So if I finish at a reasonable time with editing tomorrow, I'll come live tomorrow. If not, it will be Saturday because today's Thursday. It'll be Saturday. So thank you so much. Oh, Tracy, not a last minute member. I know that's right. Thank you so much, Tracy. Welcome, guys. Thank you for the time. Thank you for being dope as fuck. I don't care. I got some of the most dope viewers. So I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later, y'all.
I can't. I'm quitting YouTube. This is fucking bullshit. I'm done. I'm leaving this planet. I feel dirty. I need Vagisil. I was itchy earlier. I'm hungry. I'm like a giant baby. I'm hungry. I have to shit. That's all I say all day. I'm kind of gross. Well, anyways, like I feel like I'm gonna have a fucking nervous breakdown or something.
Bye. Yeah, she has nothing to say. Oh, but she's acting such big and tough, huh?
So that's that. That's the tea.